Man, the Wheel of Time season 2 trailer dropped not too long ago and I am excited for it. But when I took a closer look, I think I might also be terrified about some of the things that I saw. Today's video is going to be a deep dive into the season 2 trailer and some of my predictions based upon what I have seen of things that may happen. As the video opens up, we hear Moraine saying everyone has a choice and every choice has a consequence. And my initial impression to this was she may be talking to others, but then I started to think she might be talking to herself just as much as she's speaking to others. We see her putting her hand in the water, and if we correlate that to season 1, she was able to warm the hot tub. This water is not getting warm. I think she might be speaking about the fact that she has lost the power. And as I actually did a rewatch through the whole trailer, I did not see one time during that trailer where she was accessing the power how we saw her do in season 1. So it'll be interesting seeing her navigate through this entire season, potentially without having the superpowers that she had during our first meeting of her. Now to get on to the scary side of things, we also see Moraine say, "We didn't defeat the Dark One, we set him free." The thing that makes this a little awkward to me is because as this is being said, we see a scene of Rand. Because we've seen or supposedly seen the Dark One get defeated. But when she says set him free, does she mean that we awaken like the true Dark One? I don't know. Now, the next interesting thing as we do character breakdowns is the fact that there is a woman who literally appears right here out of nowhere. Does that coincide with the fact that we see a woman who is in Rand's life who seems to have some type of close relationship who literally appears out of nowhere? I also did a comparison. I noticed that this woman also has long black hair, and the woman who is creepily standing up as if she's trying to, you know, not be spotted is also with long black hair. I wonder if that's a coincidence. So if you've been following this channel, you do know that I have had the opportunity to read book 1, only book 1. So all of my thoughts are only going to come from that. I read book 1 after watching season 1 of The Wheel of Time. And we start to see scenes in this trailer of what appears to be gates to the ways, the way that the book has written them. If we've watched season 1, you'll see that there was a huge gate thing that is not at all how it is described in the book. Cool enough as it seems, but I wonder if we'll start to see more gates that are closer to what the book has them described as. Another interesting quote that came from this trailer is the fact that they said, "Together we face the impossible, but now in our separate corners of the world." And as I took a closer look at this trailer, I started to realize that we see some of the main characters that we saw in season 1, but we don't see them together that much in this trailer. In fact, there are only a couple instances where we see some of the main group actually getting together, and they are contrasting for sure. We have Nynaeve and Egwene who are hugging in a scene, and then we also have Rand and Moraine, and Rand is choking Moraine out in this scene. Either Rand is helping Moraine, you know, stop from choking on the Dorito, or he is trying to send her to the upside down. Moraine also says protecting Rand and guiding him is the only thing that matters. And then Moraine's companion says you can't control him. This makes me wonder, will this cause a tension in that relationship as they both think about dealing with men with the one power in 2 separate ways? And as we talk about men with the one power, perhaps one of the most interesting scenes that I saw in this trailer was one of Logain and Rand. And what Rand was saying was, I want to know how to control it. I want to know how Logain got free. Or is it one of those situations to where he got kidnapped? Or is it one of those situations to where he lost his power and nobody really deems him as a threat? Going off of book 1, towards the end of the book, I know Moraine was telling Rand that she does not have the capacity or capability to kind of train him or navigate him through what it's like being a man with the one power. And I wonder if this is a role that potentially Logain will step into. We'll see. And then another interesting phase was the last battle is coming, but it made me think like, wait, wasn't the last battle from the last battle that was supposed to be the last battle? All this, you know, reincarnation stuff makes things a little bit weird. What is actually the last battle? Another close look into this trailer showed me a scene that kind of ticked me off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. There's a scene that is completely impractical, and it showcases people carrying steps that contain a carriage. Now, I have definitely seen people carrying carriages before, and it typically implies that the person inside the carriage is powerful, either whether that be in a good or bad way. But carrying steps that carry a carriage, that is completely impractical. All I'm saying is I wish somebody would walk up them steps as I'm carrying them to go talk to whoever is sitting on the top. Bro, that is not gonna happen. Quick note right here. What is this box? This is super interesting. Another question. What is this in your mouth? What is that? Egwene, are you wearing a white cloak costume right here? Colors are super important in this show, and that's why what people wear really has a lot of weight to it, because it can also indicate who they are in alliance with. Now, one of my favorite characters from season 1, I'm not ashamed to say, is Nynaeve. Nynaeve goes supernova, it seems, in certain circumstances, one that are extremely emotional. In episode 4 of season 1, she went supernova. There's a scene right here of her going supernova, and I know she only taps into that in important moments. And these creatures right here, because these can't be humans, look at these figures. These have to be Trollocs or some type of beast. So if I were to base this off of past circumstances, it would have to be a pretty intense circumstance for her to get to this point. Did she go back to the Two Rivers and everybody from the Two Rivers has been killed and she sees the Trollocs there, then go supernova? I will be super interested to see how this scene plays out. We don't see Perrin happy too often, but in this scene right here, does my wolf have a kid? And if so, man, that'll be super dope, man. He's been through a lot, so it's good to see him potentially with the family or something like that. These two scenes, they cut in a way that makes it seem like this is like a father-daughter scene, but I know how trailers are. They could be steering us into another direction. And I also know how the Dark One operates, and he had a vision with Rand and Egwene in season 1 with a family that they did not have. So there could be some trickery. A super impactful statement that was in this trailer as well, I believe, came from Leandrin. And she said, "It is not always the most powerful who write history." Now that statement in and of itself is pretty impactful, but it also showcased Rand in a very melancholy way, looking down as this statement was said. Conspiracy time. Now, the only reason this kind of puts me on pins and needles is this a realization that even though Rand was the Dragon Reborn, which is a main pivotal thing for season 1, finding that out, that he may not always be the main character. That is what this makes me feel like, if I just had to tell y'all my emotions of seeing this statement and also seeing how it played out on screen. And also the way that he's kind of looking down means like he also may have this realization himself. Now we get into the very scary part of this trailer. I want y'all to take a look at this face Egwene has. This face right here is indicative of something really bad happening to Egwene, or Egwene doing something extremely bad. Now, there is a lot of pain in this face. This is not like, oh, I got a splinter or I stubbed my toe. And there's also blood and stuff like that that seems to be on her face. Something bad right here happened, and I cannot help but think like this moment right here, when we see it play out in season 2, might be one of the most emotional, maybe even pivotal moments of the series, because just judging by this face, oh, something bad happened. And if I also compare Egwene in other scenes, she has the most contrasting scenes I believe I've seen from any character, if I take what I've seen in season 1 and compare it to the trailers. If we go to actually some of the behind the scenes clips, she has one of the most gorgeous scenes with her by the window, and then you compare it to this scene right here with her looking up in sheer terror, madness, fear, anger, whatever this is. Man, that is such a contrast. And I just want to say, I love this shot of Rand right here, man. He is looking mighty legendary. That is all. And whoa, y'all thought y'all were slick with this. Is this another heron marked sword? That is a heron. Next up, I just want to kind of talk about some of the new characters that we've seen. There are definitely new faces in this trailer. Some of them are getting blown up. Some of them we only see for a fraction of a second. I only want to speak about the ones who I feel like will be important for this season or important moving forward in the series in general. First up, we have this redhead young lady. This lady right here, she just seems like she has a main cast type face. I know that was not that deep, but hey. Next up, we have Shadi with the locks. You know what I'm saying? We have not given her a nickname just yet, but right now she is Shadi with the locks. She seems like she's not only cold in battle, but she seems like she has a lot of mystery. She also strikes me as a good guy as well, or good girl, sorry. Next up, we have this bald guy. He was in the trailer quite a bit. He does give me bad guy vibes, even though I did see him with a heron marked sword. Nah, bruh, you on the other side. last but not least, we have the mysterious black-haired woman. I don't know what to think about her, but I definitely don't think she's here just for the moment. Now that we've talked about new characters that we have seen, I want to talk a little bit about characters that we did not see. First up, we did not see Patton Fane, but whoa. In the behind the scenes footage, I did catch a shot of him walking with his back to the camera, so I'm pretty sure he'll be there. Another one that I didn't see, unless I missed something and somebody wants to send me a timestamp, I did not see Loyal, aka Brother Book, and that brother better be in there. Another one I did not see was Tom. I hope he will be in the next season. I've started to like this character quite a bit. And I didn't see Matt either. I'm playing. I did. They just have a new actor for his character, and I'm curious to see how quick it'll be for me to get adjusted to the new Matt. Well, y'all, that is a breakdown and deep dive into the season 2 trailer, some things that I saw, some predictions I have. I'm super excited to catch the next season, and y'all can also catch it with me because we will be dropping reactions to every single episode. If y'all are new to the channel, make sure y'all subscribe, hit the like. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next video.